Today is the 2015 Scott Kelby Worldwide Photowalk, and if you're not familiar with what this is an annual event that Scott Kelby does once a year where cities across the world all participate, and all it takes is deciding you want to do one in your city and organizing the event. You get a bunch of people together, and it's a great way to come together as a community as photographers and go out and do some shooting and learn from one another, and I'm really excited about this. I got a call a couple weeks ago from a gentleman named Brian Anderson, who a lot of you probably recognize from the comments section. He is a really cool guy, and he invited me to be the guest walker this year. So I told him I would do it, and I'm really excited about this. We're going to head over to the West End, which is on the other side of downtown, and I think we're expecting about 50 people. So I'm going to bring my cameras and shoot as much as I can. I'll probably do a bunch of video so you guys can watch this on the show. So come on with me and let's go jump on the train.
It gives you a chance to talk to Ted too. You want to do that. If you guys haven't subscribed to his YouTube channel, he has over 120,000 subscribers right now. Yeah, you saw his stats on Flickr. You saw his number of followers, right? It was about 5,400, something like that. He knows a lot about photography.
I didn't pay you that much.
No. I started watching his YouTube channel about 3 years ago. You know, I probably watched all the same ones you guys watch. I've watched Scott Kelby stuff, Zach Arias, Jared Poland, Chase Jarvis.
He's making this
up. Got him. So my goal was to try to invite him to see if he would come out. You know, and he did. I'm blown away. And thanks for being here.
Well, thank you. That's a really nice thing to say. Thank you. Yep. Later. Oh, look at this slacker. Him. Slacker. I know that Scott Kelby does you end up picking a submission from your group to submit into kind of a competition. And I'm not as crazy about that aspect of it because that's not why you do a photo walk. You do a photo walk because there's other like-minded individuals who are interested in the same thing that you are. And it's a wonderful opportunity to meet people and learn, make friends, and take advantage of that community aspect of photography. And I haven't done this in a long time, and that was really special to me. So we met over at West End at about 10 in the morning and spent the entire day kind of hanging out and shooting. And there were about 40 people who showed up. It was a really good turnout. And I was also really impressed with the diversity of people that showed up. It was a lot of different ages, a lot of different skill levels, people who were just starting out, people who had been shooting for years. We had some guys shooting digital, some people shooting film. It was a really good spread. And, you know, as photo walks go, and I'll be honest, you know, when you go to a photo walk, essentially, at least the morning part of it where we're all kind of walking around together, you end up kind of taking pictures of the same thing. And that's not the point. The point is that you're all taking pictures of similar things, but it's a wonderful opportunity to ask questions of other people and find out what other people are doing or how they approach something or what kind of equipment they're using or what their thinking is in doing specific shots. And I ended up spending the most of the day just kind of hanging out with people and talking and answering questions. instructions, which is something I really like to do just as a teacher. And I thought it was a lot of fun, and we had a great time. We spent the morning together walking, and then we had lunch, and then spent the afternoon kind of as free time and split up into groups. And the group that I was in, we took the train back over to Deep Ellum and did some shooting of these gigantic robot sculptures that are around. And we had a wonderful time. And I want to thank Brian again for putting this together. I think he did an excellent job. This is not an easy thing to do. If you've ever organized an event, you know it's a boatload of work, and it's really difficult. Brian did a wonderful job on this. He was a wonderful host. We had a great time, and he's just an all-around cool guy. He shot a lot of the footage that I'm showing you in here and ran second camera for me, and so between the two of us, we got a lot of good stuff to share with you guys here on the show. And so anyway, we had a lot of fun, but I really think that, and I want to stress that community aspect is something that's really important to photography, and that's one of the things that impresses me about Brian and what he does. He's very interested in photography. He's a very good photographer, but a key component of that is realizing that there's a lot to be gained by having that social element, and I think it's really cool that he goes out of his way to organize these every year. And so I'm going to put a link to the Flickr pool where people who went on the photo walk were submitting their images, and I'm also going to link you up to Brian's stuff as well. You can follow him on Twitter and various other places as well. He's got a really nice website, and as I mentioned, he is an awesome guy, and I really want to thank him for putting all this together. I also want to take a second and thank our sponsor today, which are the awesome folks over at lynda.com. Lynda.com make this show possible, guys, and so if you get a chance, go check out their website. They do online video training pretty much in any subject that you're interested in, and they have a ton of stuff on video work and photography as well. And it's not just software training. That's kind of what they started and got known for. If you want to go learn Creative Suite and Lightroom and Photoshop and all these things and really take a deep dive and get straightened out on whatever it is you want to learn, it's wonderful for that. But they also have a series of videos in there that are more of inspirational in nature. They've got a really wonderful series on Keith Carter that I absolutely love. Keith is one of my favorite photographers, I think it's really cool that they did something with him. And I have an offer with Lynda where you can try their website absolutely free. And to do that, you get 10 days access, the entire website. You want to go to a special link. You want to go to lynda.com/AOP. That is Lynda with a Y, lynda.com/AOP. That gives you 10 days of unlimited access to the entire website. And go support them. They love the show. We love them. And I want to give an extra special thanks to the folks over at lynda.com for once again sponsoring another episode of The Art of Photography. Guys, this has been a lot of fun to do this photo walk this last weekend, and I wanted to share that on the show with you all. A lot of neat stuff coming up. I've got a particularly cool announcement that I'm waiting on. Should be within the next week or so. And please bear with me on the video schedule these days because I am actually getting ready to move finally, and that's going to happen towards the end of the month. And I got a lot of work to do on that, and it makes it very difficult because the construction noise has finally begun and all those crazy things to get this show out. So please be patient with me. Anyway, until the next video, I'll see you guys then. Later.